And going as you, where did you get your audio? Yeah.
You have to mute the YouTube. You have to mute the YouTube though, because it's gonna keep echoing.
No, I didn't it now.
Oh, okay.
Where's your sound? There you go. There.
Oh, okay, I didn't see it.
There you go.
Okay. Alrighty, y'all, sorry. Okay. So no students, obviously. Okay, so now old business, there's no old business. New business, we'll have our guest speaker, that's Kathy Akins, our Vice Chancellor of Student Affairs. Can we get a little round of applause? Hey, everybody.
Do I need to use the microphone? Thanks. Hi, everybody. I appreciate the chance to be here to introduce myself and say hello to all of you. I see some familiar faces, and so it's nice to see some of you returning to SGA and some of you who have been involved in some other things around campus now serving these positions. And I want to start by saying thank you. Thank you for your service to SGA and to the university. And if you think about it, we have about 19,000 students here. And you are representing that group of students. You're a small group relative to the 19,000. So the positions that you hold, the voice that you carry is really, really important to your peers as well as to the institution. So I want to tell you a little bit about kind of what my role is in student affairs, some things that we're focused on this year that I think very much align with goals that I know many of you have as well. So as a Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs, your question may be, what does that mean? What do you do? What is a Vice Chancellor? And we have a lot of different titles at the university that don't always make sense to students because they're titles that often exist within a university only. But in this context, what it means is I serve on the Chancellor's Cabinet, and my role really is to help bring the voice of students to the university's administration. So that includes advocating for students, talking about the experience that students are having on the campus, making sure that when we're making decisions that affect you as students, that we're considering how it affects you and that we seek opportunities for your input as well. SGA being involved here, having the ear of different administrators that come and speak with you is just one of the ways that we're able to get your input. One of the other things that you may know because of your involvement is there's a lot of things on the campus that are here for students to take advantage of, both in terms of opportunities to get involved as well as support resources as well. And so many of those things are actually under what we call the umbrella of student affairs. Can anybody tell me, just shout out like some of the departments or offices that you think are part of student affairs? Housing and Residence Life, certainly. Academic Achievement Center is part of student success, but where they're like cousins. Yes, the Office of Intercultural Engagement, the Dean of Students, staff, think about things in this building, career and professional development, or what are we missing? Student health and the counseling center.
Is OCML or is it under?
OLC, Leadership and Civic Engagement, the Kaplan Center, ACE, all of the student clubs and organizations that fall under CAP. The, our Office for Military Affiliated Students. I think we've hit most of them. Did I forget anybody, Mary? Counseling, student health, student well-being is part of that now as well. So all of those areas are part of student affairs. And our goal is really to help students to get involved on the campus. We know that engagement is important for students to be involved, to be doing things that help keep you interested and motivated to be on the campus and give you opportunities to have fun, to meet other students. We're also very focused on student well-being. And one of the things that we know is that an important component of that is students knowing about the resources. I know that's part of what some of the work that SBA has done in the past, and I've heard already some mentions of cabling and partnerships and things that you're working on to try to make sure that students are aware of these resources. A couple of things I want to make you aware that we're introducing this year that you'll hear about soon is one, we are starting a peer coaching program around well-being and mental health. And what that means is students will have the opportunity to go see another student who has been trained specifically in helping you to develop a wellness plan, a well-being plan. And that's intended to help you achieve your goals in those areas. So you're going to hear more about that. We're also doing a lot of individualized outreach to students who maybe didn't do so well after midterm grades. I hope you all did well, or at least it provided an opportunity for you to have a check-in and see how you could finish the semester strong. But we're going to be doing a lot of outreach around that as well. Of course, we have homecoming weekend coming up, homecoming week, and parent and family weekend. So there'll be a lot of things happening on the campus after you have your hopefully restful fall break. There's one other thing I wanted to bring to your attention that our team is talking a lot about. 4 years ago, we launched the I Belong survey. And many of you probably weren't here at that time, but you may have seen something connected to this concept of I Belong. It was a survey that we did of all students to find out how students experience the campus climate. So that's sort of about, do students feel like they belong? Do they see others who look like them? Do they feel like there's opportunities for them to connect with people who they have things in common with? Do they feel like it's an open and inclusive campus? And so from that, we learned some things that we can continue to improve, and we're going to launch the survey again this year to see what kind of progress we've made. But a couple of things that are really on our mind, and I hope that you'll think about them as student leaders as well. One of them is the sense of belonging. We know that about a third of our students struggle with whether they feel like they belong. And that has to do with, do I feel at home? Do I have some close connections here? Do I feel like this is the place where I'm part of it? Hopefully, many of you have established that by becoming involved and becoming student leaders, but it's an area where I think you can really help make a difference on some of your peers who might be struggling with that. We also, from a recent survey in spring, and it's kind of connected, we know, to the pandemic and the experience everyone's had over the last couple of years, but people are feeling more lonely than normal. And loneliness isn't always about, do I have a roommate? Do I have a friend? Are there things I'm involved with? Loneliness is sometimes just a feeling, right? And so this is another thing that we want to call attention to on the campus. The work that you do, again, to bring students together, to help them feel like they have input into things, to get them connected to some of the things you're doing, all can help with these things that I'm mentioning. So that's just a couple of things that I wanted to share with you today. Are there any questions that you have for me? Well, that's a good question. We'll be launching sort of an application process, but we're looking for people who have some general listening skills, who have an interest in this topic and want to kind of serve as a helper to their peers. There's a sort of a model training program that students will go through to be certified to do this. And so it's really great, like if you or any of your peers are interested, it's also gonna be really great like resume experience because you're gaining some skills that are gonna be useful in other ways too. So we'll make sure that you hear about when that is launching. We're just trying to hire for that program.
So I don't necessarily have any questions right now, but what is your email for the future? Like, let's say I'm working on something and I feel like it would be beneficial to get your.
Absolutely. So, and that was sort of what I was going to close with is making sure, I mean, you can find me on the university website and directory, but I can give you the email address. It's CA, A being my middle initial, CA Akins. So CAKENS at UNCC. I meet with Haas regularly and he does a great job of kind of providing me an overview of the kinds of things that you're talking about here. I take a look at your minutes. You will see me occasionally come to meetings, but please don't hesitate to reach out. If you want to have a one-on-one meeting or a group of you wants to come in and talk with me or members of our team about something, that's what we're here for. So just let us know how we can help for sure. I think the food pantry. The reason I say that is you'll read about and you'll see on their social media the boom that they've been experiencing. But what we know is that like around 34 to 36% of our students have experienced food insecurity in the last, is the time frame when they do these kind of studies of like last 30 days. We don't have that many students using it. We have a lot of students using and a lot more since the pandemic, but I think that, and of course our mental health resources are always ones that we want to plug. And then the things that I'm talking about that will be coming out of what we're calling our Spartan Wellbeing Program, I think those are all really important. Thanks for asking.
We talked about projects learning development, student on about the student health and the physical health awareness. So one of the things that the majority of us are the lack of mental health state, and they are basically we're living on a so we have some investments that provided calendars. That not being student no conflict mental health impact the place who are university, especially after COVID and coming back. How do you plan to advocate having difficult things implemented without it having or the accommodations of mental health illness without having to use after professional support or going to students with the
So you're really talking about like advocating for set aside days on the university calendar. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think all of us would think that even the breaks and kids during holidays, that's still not right. So the breaks aren't right.
Yeah. So there's a couple of things I want to suggest. One, certainly, I think, because I have also the ear of the chancellor, the opportunity with the chancellor. Are you meeting with the provost as well? Somebody meeting with the provost? Okay, let me know. We can help with that. But my role is to bring that conversation to my colleagues as well. It's to bring the kind of data that I just shared with you, my colleagues. I sent that data today that I was mentioning to all of the deans and many of the department heads that I'm gonna see in the morning when we have a conversation about the student experience. Because I think it's important that, that they have this understanding of what students are experiencing. But I think by working with Todd, the Senate should, make a suggestion to the faculty senate. Make a request with them that representatives would like to have a conversation about it. It's not an issue that's unfamiliar to them because students have raised this before. The faculty senate is the mechanism though that really needs to get behind, since they control the curriculum and the academic schedule, they need to get behind it. I will say at many other levels of the university, there's a lot of conversation about the issue and about the fact that we all have to have some flexibility with students around understanding the kinds of stressors that are impacting your day-to-day experience. I think in general, the institution, including faculty, have certainly become much more sensitized to that over the last several years. But I understand what you're saying, that you feel like students are still having experiences where it may be difficult to navigate. Yeah, but that you all have a voice as the representative body here, and I think to initiate those conversations with, I would say, with the faculty senate and the staff senate, because this is an issue of concern for us as students. Mhm. I think two things I would suggest. One is certainly working directly with the board, and they're obviously the liaison with faculty and want to be the advocate for students on these issues. When we receive the survey that I mentioned, these are the kinds of things that we want to hear about, so we can communicate to the campus community. This is an area where we still have work to do. I know we've asked for student representation. I don't know if that's confirmed up yet for the I Belong committee, but that's the group that will administer the survey, and that will also work with these belonging projects that we're going to be giving out funds for. So I would say use those avenues. But if you or another student has an accommodation and you feel like you're not getting the cooperation to have that accommodation granted, that should definitely be taken to board immediately, because we want to make sure that those are good.
What if board is accommodated to the accommodation?
I would say go to the DEQ's office. I don't know what that means, and I don't want to get into,
But that's going off of Brent, that's the issue that. Yeah.
the bias, you might have mentioned the bias in the online bias for it. That's really the DEQ's office as well. Yeah, I don't want to get into the specifics, but those would be avenues.
So me and my cohort, we've been having this conversation in class, like, about mental health. A lot of them don't really feel like the counseling center is really doing too much to help. Is the new peer coaching the intervention strategy that we're talking about?
I would say, no, it's an additional strategy of what it is, because one of the things that we know is that mental health is best addressed in multiple ways, right? Not everybody wants or needs a one-on-one counseling session. That's why we have groups, that's why we have education workshops. This peer model, I mean, this isn't intended to be a counseling model, right? It's sort of a coaching, talking about will be developing a plan for the thing. I think if the group has not had the counseling center come to a meeting, you might want to do that. We've generally gotten a lot of very positive feedback on students' experiences there. One of the things that they've been focused on this last year is hiring new counselors, because we have a lot of vacancies and trying to ensure a more diverse counseling staff. So those are things that if students haven't been there in the last year, that they may see as being different. But I think certainly if anyone has an actual concern about an experience there, they would want to follow up with the group. But I would suggest that would be a resource you could also bring to this meeting. Or in the group. They definitely want to hear the feedback.
Unless you end up in like a 4-hour meeting.
Your agenda doesn't suggest that, do you? Anything else?
You will take the camera to the master and I will come and tell you about it. So if there's something you want to talk about, just let us know, otherwise. Like I said, if you want to have conversation. I think Boston, by the way, so you can probably don't go to Boston a lot. And so I tried to get on the school and be more, but there are lots of that higher office. Anything else? All right, well, thank you all, and again, congratulations on your goals. Thank you for serving. What I didn't share about my whole experience as a student many years ago, which is really started by being a student leader and being involved in the life of the university. That's sort of what led to this career interest what I'm doing now. So I applaud you for getting involved and being one of the students involved. Thank you.
Yes, and please don't take that lightly as far as it goes, like with meeting with her. I personally have talked to her one-on-one. I've been in groups with her. She's very understanding and will talk to you about anything. So if you really want to meet with her, please reach out. Okay. Hold on. Okay. All right, so now we're gonna do SR 102. And if I could please get the person who authored it or sponsored to come up and speak on it, would be very appreciated. Y'all don't have to use the mic if you don't want to either. It's up to you. Yeah, it's right here. All right. Mhm. I'm sorry I gotta be on the spot. I know it's a little, but this theater can look kind of weird, but. All right, everybody. So myself, my name is Azariah, if you don't know me, Haley and Jasmine, we all came together. We've all been impacted by someone we've loved who has had breast cancer. So we've decided to create Senate Resolution 100-02, a resolution to be entitled Implementing Breast Cancer Awareness Month as an official holiday on the University of North Carolina at Greensboro academic calendar. The short title is Moss and Gaylor Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Moss is after, is after Haley's mother, and Gaylor is after my aunt that passed a couple years ago because of breast cancer. So we're doing this in honor of the individuals that we have lost. It's authored by us three, and we submitted it on the 2nd. and write the following. So section 1, the Student Senate of the North Carolina University at Greensboro Student Government Association adopts the following resolution. Whereas currently the University of North Carolina at Greensboro does not currently include Breast Cancer Awareness Month starting October 1st, which is dedicated to celebrating, remembering, and honoring the women and individuals who have been impacted by breast cancer personally or by a loved one. Whereas implementing Breast Cancer Awareness Month as an official calendar holiday would show students, faculty, and community of the University of North Carolina at Greensboro, a minority serving institution, MSI, is in support of the ongoing fight to bring awareness and education regarding the impact that students, faculty, staff, and our UNCG community, family, and loved ones have battled, overcome, or lost their battle. The recognition of Breast Cancer Awareness Day by the University of North Carolina at Greensboro shows solitude, empathy, and respect, and now therefore be it enacted. Upon the passage of this legislation, the Student Government Association of the University of North Carolina at Greensboro will now recognize Breast Cancer Awareness Month effective immediately. We shall have a banner in front of EUC for the month of October, along with hosting multiple events and educational opportunities regarding breast cancer awareness for the month of October. Section 2, this act shall be effective upon enrollment.
Okay. All right, so now at this time, well, do you want to explain, any of y'all want to explain anything before? Okay, yes.
Thank you, Mason. Okay, so basically, like Azariah was saying, this was all of our idea collectively. I personally wanted to do this bill because I also had a breast cancer tabling or awareness tabling the other day. And thank you for everyone who supported me. But as far as the resolution goes, yes, we just wanted to basically have on the academic calendar, like as far as the University Registrar's Office on October 1st for it to say Breast Cancer Awareness Month, because there's many women, it's 1 in 8 women who are impacted by breast cancer. And me personally, my mom was impacted by breast cancer a few years ago. So that's why this means so much to me. And I'm grateful for Azariah and also Jasmine who helped me create this. Basically, when it says enacted for the new senators, if you don't know what that means, when we write the legislation, it just means that SGA will recognize it. It hasn't yet been brought to the faculty senate. We will take action to be able to put it on the academic calendar, but basically, as far as this resolution goes, this is something that SGA, we just want to recognize within ourselves first, and then we're gonna bring it against. So if there's any questions about that, that's what that means. Jasmine, if you want to say anything.
Okay,
All right, okay, so now at this time, we're gonna move into a period of Q&A, so 5 minutes. At this time, you can raise your placard, if you have any questions. Yes.
So I guess Azariah here can answer your question better than I can, but I myself, I will personally do a tabling event for this Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I know she is the chair of the SJDI committee, and they do like diversity, inclusion, and stuff like that. So just to bring awareness, I believe her as a committee chair, I'll let her speak after this, but I think that she will uphold that because we do have a legislation that's kind of similar to this, and it's Heritage Awareness Month. So every month that there is a Heritage Month, we do have to recognize that. And as far as this legislation goes, that's also something that will be tabled to her chair and her committee for them to uphold this, but I'll let her talk to you about how she's planning on executing that, but this is something that is going to be to our committee specifically. That's why we created it somewhat relevant to the, what was it, Black History Month, the Black History Month, and then the Women's History Month.
so one of the ways that I'm gonna make sure as the SJDI chair that we're implementing this is whoever takes over after me, whoever I pass, the role passes down to, we're gonna have a conversation about how important it is to maintain and uphold heritage months and also bring awareness to mental illness and other diseases that have months of awareness where students might not know. As we said, 1 in 8 women or individuals will encounter a breast cancer scare. I am one of those 8. So this is extremely personal, not only to me, and to the three of us, but it's a chance for us to make sure that students our age here at UNCG know how to check, so it's not too late when they find out, because sometimes that happens, and we all know that up here all too personally. So with this bill being implemented, it will continue on, and if that goes on with the Senate and you're here in 2 or 3 years, I would hope that that continues on as well, along with everything else. Yeah.
Okay, also, something that we do is transitional reports, we can write them and place them into the future drive for the people that take our positions. So like, for example, since she's the chair, she will write a transitional report to the chair and tell them how to carry things in the future. So let's say that they need to recognize certain months, or they need to do tablings or whatever. I mean, you can't force them, but just recommend, them to do it and to follow the legislation that's put into place underneath that. So transitional reports are also very, very important for the initiative.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's in, but they're fine. Yeah, we'll save it for the second. Okay, any more questions, please? Please ask questions, y'all.
Yeah, any questions?
If not, we can move.
There are no more questions.
Wait, can
No.
you just on David, sorry.
You might have-
As far as breast cancer awareness,
Yeah, I've actually reached out to Cone Health, and I'm trying to get a breast cancer awareness van to come out, and they actually help educate students on how to check. I'm also working with, Planned Parenthood, because they also do free checks, for breast cancer as well. So we are trying to reach out to the community to bring education, not just with tabling, but actual medical, knowledge. So it's not just us telling you statistics of 1 in 8. We're actually making sure that students are getting taken care of as well.
also during the tabling event, it's also very informational. It's not just like us handing out pins and buttons and bracelets, all that's fun, but I did make them fill out a survey based off of what they learned as far as the tabling event, because we want to bring awareness, right? And it's not just about giving out pins and buttons, like that stuff is fun, but this is serious. So as far as that goes, we do plan on implementing like different ways to continue the awareness as far as breast cancer for the rest of this month.
Thank you.
You know, a second for that? Thank you. So now we're in a 5-minute period discussion. So now if you want to be added as a signatory, any member of SU can be added as a signatory. If you want to be added as a sponsored representative. One. Yeah, Morgan wants to be added as a, sponsor.
Let's go to
Oh,
Oh.
are y'all all raising it since I want to be added? Okay, so since it's a lot of y'all, can you please just text in the group for that? And then they'll add y'all on.
The bill's also in the main drive, so if you wanted to add your name and not edit anything outside of adding your name to it, you can do that. How you spell it?
PIDE.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I was gonna, say, the president of the action point to, to get, the fine. So that, whoever has it.
Yeah.
We accept that. Thank you for that.
Yeah, definitely accepted.
Any more points of discussion? Okay.
If there are no more points of discussion, motion to pass method.
Does anybody else want to pass anything? Okay, I can take whoever reads the, yes. Please. Second. Okay, so now we're gonna move, if I can entertain a motion to bypass, what? Go ahead, Mason. Oh, you can use your time to go sign if you want.
Clarification or, or, if there are changes.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have to change it before you, before you go, you have to change the legislation. So
I
you
can,
don't want it to be that.
Give me-
Can,
okay. Where am I?
So I just asked why we want to.
Because next week is fall break, and we won't have a meeting next week, so I'm pretty sure that's probably why he said that.
And it's also because, in order to get, the sources that we need, we won't be able to do this until next year unless it is fast tracked. Getting, like, for Breast Cancer Awareness Month to have, like Cone Health and some of these organizations come out for free, it's during the month of October.
We do have a meeting next week.
I mean, it's completely, it doesn't have to be fast tracked, but it does just allow us to have something done before fall break.
Yeah.
And I also think like, I know it's my fault, I have a question, I'll put this question, but, so are y'all familiar with the Juneteenth bill out there?
Mhm.
So, I love this bill, and this is, a really good, resolution. I would just, so, okay. In the enacting section of that bill, it specifically said where this can go, and I understand Jordan, you said that this would be, within SBA,
Mhm.
right? But in order to strengthen this, so you said you did a survey as well?
Yeah.
So like, I would just personally suggest that if you had included the survey within the, resolution, it would
Mhm.
strengthen the bill as well. In the case y'all do want to present it as a faculty senate, because like Dr. Anthony was saying, if this is going to be within, the academic calendar and stuff, it would have to be doing for faculty senate unless y'all are planning on writing. down-
We're planning on writing another, for faculty senate, because we wanted to get this passed before fall break.
Can anybody go this on to the Sandra, please? Okay. Yes. It's fine, just go.
Yeah, so we can, like, I think just upon the passage of this legislation, what we're trying to do is just implement it within SGA first, so that we amongst ourselves respect it, because we can't allow other entities within the UNCG system to respect it if we don't. And it's like October 4th. Breast cancer awareness started October 1st at 12 o'clock. And I just believe that as Araya, she was gonna take it to the faculty senate. I myself was gonna take it to the university registrar's office so we could get on the calendar, but we could definitely continue to do the same things without it being passed. I just believe that maybe Mason wanted to fast track it just because we might not have a meeting next week.
I yield my time. Okay, so this name,
So, my recommendation is if we're gonna fast track it, all the changes that are being accepted have to be done right now, and then if you want to sponsor and be a signatory, have to add.
Do it right now, okay.
we can,
We might as well do it right now.
we can do it right now if y'all don't mind giving us a couple moments to do it. If,
Yeah,
or, yeah,
My motion to, do chamber report, and then come back for a second reading of the.
is there any second to that? Okay. Oh, and any dissent against that, if anybody want to continue right now. Okay. So y'all can take a break and add all that stuff.
gotcha.
So
Thank
basically,
you.
if you want to be added as a sponsor signatory, I guess right now, please text in the group meets you're in there or email Azariah. Or go into the document, add your name as a sponsor or signatory. Sponsors can only be senators, so.
Okay. think that's the next piece. Okay, before chamber reports, I'm sorry, I did not know this was in here. I'm just announcing the committees that are being appointed really quickly. So, could you raise your hand if you're going to be in the, I Belong committee? Jaisha and Azariah. Okay, so I have two people that I appointed for the I Belong committee. If you're in the tuition and fees, can you raise your hand? Mason, Tim, and Faith. So that's people I put in the tuition and fees. And then Supreme Court, I'm not gonna do that yet because I have to actually like appoint them. You have to approve them. So yeah, we can hold off on that. All right, so now chamber reports. Let me go to the slide. Okay, our first one is Chief of Staff, LaShonda.
Okay, hi. So I've been doing a lot for SJ so far. So I've been doing bi-weekly ILC meetings. I've been doing that with Dominic. They are giving us, they're making us a bunch of buttons so that we can pass out that stuff during tabling, which was free of charge, and they offered that, which is very nice. I helped bring together the Jackson Library Facilities meeting so that we could discuss the renovations that we made to the library with the $82 million grant, and that will be over like the next probably 10 plus years. So we won't see that action happening, but it was good to be able to get student voices in on that. And they wanted SJ specifically to come and talk, come and meet with them. So that was good. I also attended the first GSA meeting, which was good. I got to meet all of the exec board and talk to them about like the sensory rooms and the way the GSA and SGA can be coming together. I've also been meeting personally with their student relations chair. Her name is Ashley Nowak. We've been talking about the issues relating to housing and health insurance for graduate students and how we can be collaborating and bringing things to Faculty Senate together. I also met with Tina Byers to talk about the sensory rooms, and I'm looking for people from SGA who genuinely care about or have interacted with sensory rooms or sensory objects and who know more about the subject than I do, because I personally don't know a lot, and I would really appreciate anyone's help. So if you're interested, and for those of you who have already reached out to me, I appreciate it. For those of you who are interested, please reach out to me because I'm trying to collect students, those with disabilities and those who just enjoy, sensory room experiences, to try and get some more feedback so that I know what I need to help get put into those rooms. I also talked to Tina about SJ support for future ORS events and how we can try and spread the word about the events that are going on. I also have been going to all the executive cabinet meetings. I've been obviously meeting with Haas regularly. I met with Grace several times for her week, which went absolutely fantastic. Congratulations, you did such a great job. And then I'm working on fixing the legislation tracker, which will be done by the end of the week. And I wrote the first bill of the session. And so what's coming up for me, I am meeting with the DEI committee of Faculty Senate on October 14th at 9:30 in the morning. We have governing docs review committee coming up, which I'm looking forward to because I can't wait to, because all the little things that are going wrong with like not wrong, but all the little things that aren't said in the SOPs is what I really want to work on getting that put in there. And then possibly representing SJ and Faculty Senate for some new committees, or not new committees, but just some upcoming committees. More legislation from me next week, which you should expect, and planning for the upcoming cabinet weeks for the rest of the secretaries. And yeah, that's it. And then that's me and my sister at Dollywood. That's where I was yesterday, and we were in the Great Smoky Mountains. It was nice. And for office hours, I'm usually in the office before classes on Mondays and Wednesdays. But if you really want to meet with me, you can text me, email me. I'm pretty available. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Clap before, clap after, it don't matter. Hey y'all, I'm Faith Orr. I'm the Secretary of Student Affairs. My office hours are Tuesdays and Thursdays by appointment. And what I've been up to, I went to the Jackson Library renovation meeting with some of the other senators and secretaries.
and it was really fun. We got a lot of good feedback. They were very like attentive and listened to all of our ideas, and I'm very hopeful that when they renovate the library, that it will actually be good. I've been doing an internship with the North Carolina House Representative Ashton Clemens. She's the incumbent for House District 57. And so I've been working on her campaign, knocking on people's doors, asking them if they're going to vote, things like that. So that's been kind of fun. I've been planning my initiative week. Pretty sure it's going to be right in January when the semester restarts. So be on the lookout for that. I went to the breast cancer awareness tabling, which is this picture in the top right corner with Jordan and Azariah and Ren and everyone yesterday, and it was super fun. And then I've had homework and midterms, and yeah, I don't like that. I also went home this weekend, that Be Real on the bottom. It was my best friend's 21st birthday. So me and my boyfriend went to celebrate that with her. It was also my boyfriend's birthday a little bit ago. So up there is a picture of me and him. We went to Hispanic Club in Raleigh. It was really fun. And then there's a little Polaroid on the side of me and my roommates. We were sitting on the floor at 3 a.m. and was like, let's take a picture. So we did. What's coming up for me? Fall break. Thank God. I need a break. Midterm elections for the United States, North Carolina, for everything. So if y'all are registered to vote, the deadline is October 14th. You can register online. You can register, I'm pretty sure, with the Office of Civic Engagement as well. So if you're not registered, please register. Please get out to vote. If you need a ride to vote, let me know. I'll take you. I'm going to be planning more stuff for my initiative week. And I have more homework and more tests because it never stops. And Tindoff, the picture on the bottom right is I'm bottom left. I'm looking at the screen backwards. Bottom left is my dog, Cade. He's my baby. I love him the most. So yeah, that's all.
Thank you. Deja? I don't have to buy it. Wait for it.
Hey everyone, I'm Deja. So my office hours are Tuesday and Thursday, usually after I get out of class at 12:15. And y'all can like make an appointment, but I'm usually in there. And you can reach me at my email, dnlark@uncg.edu. And what I've been up to, I had the Jackson Library renovation meeting where we shared our ideas and what we can do to improve the library. We aiming for it to look like the A&T Student Center, so hopefully they can do that. And then I was recently invited to the Bryan School Presidential Council meeting yesterday. So the Bryan School enrollment actually went up while, other schools went down. And they're thinking about, I'm sorry, Bryan School is killing it, but they're renovating, thinking about adding sensory rooms, study rooms, and then I also want to reach out to Bob Williams. I'm not sure about getting our table set up for the You Belong tabling where we could pass out products and make students feel like they belong, because students, specifically seniors, are dropping out when they only have a few classes left because they imposter syndrome. So I really want us to be there and pass out products, well, our SGA merchandise. And then I had my PR team meeting today. If y'all have any events coming up, let me know so I can promote that. And my SGA initiative week planning. And then I'm also doing a social media internship with University Communications. So I post on their Instagram, I send out Social Spark and emails, and then I cover events. I covered the Folk Festival in September, and I'll be covering homecoming. So y'all see me taking pictures, make sure y'all are wearing UNCG wear so y'all can be on the Instagram page. And then I went to Grace's Initiative Week, which was amazing. I loved how everyone showed up for the multicultural networking event. That was executed really well. And what's coming up is SGA member introductions on Instagram, because we've never actually introduced members. So I really want to get our face out. And I am planning another headshot event we decided on October 18th, and I will be sending out an email. And I would really love for y'all to show up for that if y'all did not get y'all headshots, because after that, I'm gonna ask for y'all to go to the career center or send in a picture, but I will be using those to post member introductions. And then fall break, covering homecoming, and then I'm going to the A&T homecoming concert to see my husband, Nardo Wick. Yes. Yes. But that's what I've been up to, and that's what's coming up. Thank you.
I need glasses on. my face.
Hey y'all, it's me again. So yeah, I'm Secretary of Business Affairs. These are some things that I've been up to. So what I've been up to is meeting with the Vice Chancellor of Finance and Administration, Bob Shea and Hawes. It was a very good meeting. He was saying a lot of numbers and my head was just spinning. We're in there for like 2 hours, even though we only had a 1-hour appointment, but it was okay because he was really nice. Then I had a meeting for parking with Desiree. So I've been meaning to send out the emails about the event pass for those who have like the message in the group chat regarding free parking on Tuesday. But I was informed by Hawes and Mason that there's like a lot of money in the budget. So we're gonna have a meeting this Thursday for our executive cabinet meeting. He's gonna show us all the details of that. But I promise I'll work on that. I'm trying to get it to continue, but I don't know if we have enough money in the budget for that, but we'll see. Also, yesterday I did my breast cancer awareness tabling event, and there at the bottom is Jasmine and Ren, and of course Azariah was there, and Faith as well. And then I'm also doing a parking tabling event October 17th with Dej. It's basically gonna be like telling students where they can park on campus and stuff like that. They also implemented like credit card readers, so you don't have to like pay at the little pay thing, like the pay station. You can like pay at the gate with your credit card. So we're working on that. Initiative week planning, I had a meeting with Jaisha and Jasmine regarding like the food insecurities over there by Spartan Village, because there's only like 2 restaurants open and we're going into breaks and things like that. And people have families like states and states away, and they stay here over the breaks and they need food and stuff to get to. And some people can't cook, y'all. So some people need, you know, that food right there. Then I've been working on this legislation piece that I just presented. And then I've been going to the Bronze Leadership Challenge with Jeremy over the past few weeks. So what's coming up is the ASG trip to Wilmington. I believe those dates are the 21st and 22nd. I don't know, I might be wrong. Then on Thursday, we're having an executive cabinet meeting. And then I'm also scheduling a meeting with dining as in regards to the meeting that I had with Jaisha and Jasmine. And then I'm also having a town hall with Azariah and Jaisha for students to talk about like the concerns that they have around campus and things like that. And then I'm also having another meeting with Bob Shea this month, which Mason, I believe, is coming to as well. And then just to explain my pictures, I work at Starbucks. So the top right picture, that's me making my latte. I put a heart in it because yes, love. Peace, love, and Starbucks. Yeah, so come visit me. Then the one with the posters, I'm getting old, y'all. Like my sisters, they're in high school, so I made their like homecoming posters, and it was really cute, really fun. Yeah, and then there's me and Mara. We look so cute. And then yeah, those are my office hours if y'all need me. But yeah, I have my phone number. I'll put it up there next week. But yeah, that's it. Thank you.
What I've been up to, I've been coordinating with Minerva's academic curriculum. So last semester we were working with them to kind of get the word out for freshmen to like know about what MAC is. If you don't know what MAC is, it's basically the new gen ed requirement for like basically making it easier for students to take in their gen ed requirements. And then I've been working on the read posters as well. I got that printed out as well. And from last semester, Azariah and a few other people that were here last semester got to take some read posters. And if you don't know what read is, it's basically like people within SGA take a picture of the kind of books that they're reading and like say their position and what other student organizations they're in. And then also I've been working on my initiative week planning. And then I've been talking to students about midterm grades. We did help with getting that out there as well to help students know like where they're at. And then I've also been working for Rep Manning's office as an immigration liaison. So that's been fun. And then I've also been working on my own midterm grades as well. And then what's coming up, I've been doing reposters and then I'll be hanging up them officially in the library. And I'm also going to be doing the monthly academic policy regulation committee, which is part of faculty senate, where they kind of look at what academic changes, and that's where the midterm grades come from as well. And then a MAC event possibly, I've been planning with them to kind of see what events we may be doing this semester. And then initiative week planning, and then I'll be turning 21 as well. And then my summer recap, I went to DC over the summer and I interned, and that's Elizabeth Warren on the left. And then I went to the White House, and then my internship picture, and then that's a Capitol, but yeah.
Thank you. He was in the White House, y'all, the whole summer, right, Olive? Was it the whole summer? He was putting in work. It must be nice.
Right, hi. How are y'all? Good. I'm okay. I promise I've been up to more than just the initiative week, but for whatever reason, I felt like only putting what I did last week. I promise I've been doing more. I have like 3 jobs. So, but last week I had 4 events out of the 5 that were originally planned. So the community affairs tabling on that Monday went really, really well. That was a really good success. The Manager Life event was great. We had some folks from the Counseling Center and the Academic Achievement Center come out and lead some workshops on stress and time management. We had a really informative town hall with some unique voices from our graduate students, which was really nice to hear. Thank you to Jai for a wonderful safe sex tabling. That was actually a lot of fun. So thank you, Jai. That was great. The multicultural networking event was really amazing. Thank you to everyone who helped throughout the week, and especially for that event. That one definitely took the most like out of me energy wise to plan, but it was a really great event and I'm so happy with how it turned out. And then the sex ed trivia night was unfortunately canceled for that Friday because of the storm. So I hope everyone stayed safe. Not learning about sex, maybe unfortunately. But that has been rescheduled for October 17th. So I'll be sending out like a little volunteer form for that as well. And just come out, learn about safe and healthy sex, that kind of stuff. But yeah, so some things that are coming up. I'm the president of the Recovery Network, and we're really getting into the swing of things this week. In particular, we've got recoveries coming up and then an event on Thursday. So come see us outside by the fountain. Fall break, thank God. My little brother is getting married this weekend. So I'm going to go see him and his beautiful, wonderful, amazing, kind, perfect wife. He's 19. So I don't want to hear anything about his age. It's a very happy day for our family, and I don't want to hear it. But I'm so excited. I'm very proud of him, and I love his wife. They're actually already married. They're just having a wedding. And then I've got a scholar service project coming up for a scholarship that I got over the summer. I have to do like a follow-on service project. I'm moving into a new apartment, which is very exciting. And then I will be reaching out to y'all in the next few weeks about the blood drive coming up on November 3rd. We'll need better participation than we had last time, and we had great participation last time. So we really need to show up, show out. We're going to do another giveaway, hopefully, fingers crossed. We'll see what happens. But the basketball team beat us for last blood drive. All of their members helped out. Every single one of them. The basketball team. And we're student government, so we'll have a better turnout. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I have. Thank you.
Great.
Thank you. Oh my God. Actually, just-
Okay. Hey, everybody. Yeah, it kind of winded me. I'm Ren, Secretary of Environmental / Sustainability Affairs, whichever one you like more, whichever one rolls off the tongue easier. My office hours are to be announced, but honestly, I'm kind of in the EUC all day, every day. So just text me, really. or email me, whatever. Email there, yes, headshots, Leah, I took that at 5 o'clock today, hey. What I've been up to, as Secretary of Sustainability Affairs, I serve as a member on the Green Fund Committee. And if anybody doesn't know about that, I strongly encourage you to go to UNCG's website, sustainability.uncg.edu, and learn about that, because that is money for students and both the grad and undergrad to be able to implement projects that you guys want to see regarding sustainability and awareness for the school. I've went to the Jackson Library renovation meeting. I also agree, the library should not look like a prison. The multicultural networking event, and also just a lot of Grace's events for her Initiative Week. So fun, had a great time. I represented FASA, the Filipino American Student Association, for that because I'm vice president. So it was just very nice to interact with all the other organizations. FASA events in general, we have like mentorship events coming up. Sand volleyball, we did that, that was really fun. The Sustainability Council meeting, another part of my job as Secretary for Sustainability Affairs. I serve on the Sustainability Council for the school, so that just covers basically everything. It's like the department for anything like environmentally related. So I'm the student chair of that, and the rest is like faculty and staff, which is kind of intimidating, but it's really nice to like be able to be in the know about a lot of things that not everybody really knows about. Breast cancer awareness tabling, you know, super fun, such a great time. And I was also in the Women to Women Self-Defense class from Mondays 5 to 6. Azariah is also in that. I strongly encourage any women or female presenting people to come out to those things if you are free. Did regular boxing on Monday, and I can feel it every time I move my torso. And next time we come back after fall break, we're doing kickboxing. So if anybody wants to join out, just come. It's so fun. And you know, if anyone wants to run with you, they'll be very surprised. What's next for me? K-pop concert on the 10th. I'm gonna see in Hyphen. Anyway, meeting with all the Asian orgs. We're planning a mythology event, so it's gonna be like the myths of Asia. We want to be able to like really do that, have that for a lot of Asian organizations, just to be able to like show like really fun stuff about our culture. There's a lot of planning that goes into that, so more on that later. FASA Ate Kuya Week. It's like our big little program. When we come back, there's going to be like a week-long events for all of our members for stuff like that. It's very fun. What is this? Okay. The Green Fund Committee meetings all the time. Sustainability Council meetings also all the time. There's a lot going on with that. And I do plan on sending some emails as far as like letting you guys in the know about like some processes and things that you have the power to do on campus as far as like sustainability goes, because I think that that's something we should definitely be focusing on. As far as the pictures go, there's a Polaroid of me and my roommates. Yes, that's Faith in the back. There's the B-reel that I took with the people at the library renovation meeting. They're all very nice. That was dinner I made last night. It was my first hollandaise, one of the French sauces, and it was very successful. Shh, don't talk about that. Very successful. I love cooking, by the way. So if y'all ever want a delicious meal, provide me some money and I'll get that done for you. And yeah, nice late headshot once again, but thank you everybody. Calm down, boy.
Oh, yeah. All right, y'all can hear me? Yeah, all right. So what I've been up to, I had my initial week planning, and then I had we had an ASD meeting last month at North Carolina State University. It went smooth. I liked that. Really enjoyed it. And then talking to the students about insecurities they may have, like to get the power on that to help solve it. Then I did Sigma Day of service. We did a park cleanup and planning an event for my fraternity because I'm the vice president, and also doing a bronze leadership challenge. And then we had a regional state conference. You see the bottom, the little photo right there. They three of the boys, they were in the SJ last session. Y'all don't know. And what's coming up? Going to UNCW for our October ASD meeting, and then
I'm planning for our virtual meeting in November by ASD, and then also fitness with PBJ on the 13th at Kaplan coming out 7/14. You know, location still to be determined, but it's gonna probably be in the studio.
Tell them what it is, PBJ, who that's with you.
Yeah, that's me. You
It's
can-
a fitness trainer though.
Yeah, so what P meant, P means, it means peace, what B means, it means blessed, and what J means, it means joy. So that's how I want you to feel when you work out. And then my office hours is PBA. I mean, you can just email or text me when you need me. Then that's my email. And then, well, let me tell you about that's a voting tape we just did today. We had a little voting election thing, and then that was a Clemson and Wake Forest game, double overtime. Good day for football. Good day for football. And then, all right, so what is ASG? It's Associated Student Governments Delegation from the 17 UNC system schools. We have monthly meetings Friday night and Saturday morning, and we discuss different ideas and initiatives to bring back to our respective schools and universities. So this is like a recap what we did at North Carolina State University. The first day we have like we did like a Robert Rules workshop. Then we had a first reading of legislation, and then we had campus updates, and then we broke off into our committees. The committees that we have is Council of the Student Body, Internal Operations, Budget and Finance, and Graduate Student Relations. Then the second day, we had the second reading of the legislation. Then we had working groups, and the working groups we have is Health and Wellness, Social Justice and Accessibility, Social Justice, Financial Initiative, and Public Relations, and special topics. And then we got the General Assembly, and that General Assembly, we had elections for vacant positions. And then we had reports from the committees.
Alani.
You girl, anyway. Hey, y'all. So as you can see, homework, quizzes, and papers are my life. All I do as an AADS major is critically think, vibe, and write, so lots of papers. YJAM is coming up. YJAM stands for Youth Justice Action Month. Yeah, I'm a youth leader with the National Juvenile Justice Network. So this month we just like focus a lot on youth policies and whatnot going on in the state and the federal level. So if that's ever something that is of concern to y'all, hit me up. Meetings, lots of meetings, meeting with Mara, meeting with my teachers, the collective, just every day it's a meeting. AADS events, so just talking to my advisor, seeing whatever they want to do, maybe helping to get some things up and running before I skedaddle out of here in December. Last week, my sorority had an event, Road to Success. And what is coming up? Homecoming, fall break, heavy on the fall break. I am a poetry facilitator and I also slam. So it's slam season for me. So I'm getting ready for my performances and my workshops with the babies. Event planning, because November is coming up November is coming up, and just because like all the other 11 things that I do all require planning. In the pictures, last week before Senate, fun fact, I forgot that I had a reception for the CQ internship that I did over the summer, but I went and they gave us certificates, so that's what that is down there. And there's this orchard in my city called Perkins Orchard, and I love it. So I went over the weekend and got some fruits and veggie tables, because you can fill up a whole bag for $20 and they give you a free fruit, so I have to go.
Where's that?
It's in Perkins Orchard in Durham. It's a Black-owned orchard. Y'all should definitely go. They have all types of stuff. So in the top right, donuts from Duck Donuts, but they vegan because I'm vegan. Y'all should go get you some donuts. And Anissa's spot, that's an acai bowl, because I eat a lot of fruit and whatnot. I ain't got no headshot. I'm gonna get one, but I still had to serve y'all just a little something. So I don't have any office hours. If you ever need me, just email me. Please don't group me. I think I look at that maybe once a week. So just email me if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. I'll probably slide you my number so you can text me.
Thank you. You don't gotta use the mic if you don't want to.
Yeah, you know, man.
Hey, what I've been up to, I've been planning events for my bros in Alpha Kappa Psi. I am the vice president of Brotherhood there. You can check out at Instagram, USCG AK Psi. These are events that we have planned and had going on. Internship opportunities, yeah. Y'all know it's junior year for some of us in here. It's time to get internships, get a rolling. So we had a, good job when we get out of college. Cause we want to have an retail store job when they graduate. It's ghetto. We've been here for 4 years. It's time to make something shake. So we need to have it pursued. Midterm exams, homework, and work, y'all. I don't do nothing else. This is all I do. I do exams, I do homework, I go to work. You catch me on campus. That's what I feel like when you see me. Oh, hey, how you doing? That's all you see. I had a conversation with Maureen Hodge about the voting procedures for parliamentarian. Want to make sure it goes smooth and well with all of y'all, so we can get it straightforward, get it going. What's next? Oh, I did put it. No, go back. We did Vibe and Pain for BSU. It's not up there, but we did do it, y'all. It was a good turnout. So give it up to Jalen and Mar and Jaisha and Grace for that. They did a really good job with that, y'all. It was a really, really good turnout. And also thank you, SGA, for letting us use some paint and stuff. Y'all came in clutch with that. That was good. What's next? We do have the BSU Hustle University Wednesday, October 5th, tomorrow, 12 o'clock. Y'all please come out and, shout out, give us, what you need to. First Founders Day, that will be my first Founders Day with my fraternity with Alpha Kappa Psi tomorrow. So I'm excited to see what my executive vice president did for that. Fall break and homecoming, y'all. It's coming up real shortly. I hope y'all enjoy your fall break. And also, we have another event with BSU tonight at the Apollo. It's gonna be Wednesday, October the 12th. Please RSVP if you want to come, but also if you want to be an usher. So we're really looking forward to that. And it's with Phi Zeta, Alpha Phi Alpha, the fraternity. So please come out. On the picture, that was a meal I made this weekend with my roommate Chris. I made mac and cheese, pork chop, and broccoli. Yeah. Asked Jalen Mar, they had some of my food last night. The chicken was good, y'all. I'm telling you. The office hours is Tuesday and Wednesday, 12 o'clock to 1:30. Please text me. I don't know why my number's not up here. I put it up here. But please text me just to let me know that I will be in there and you see around there. Yeah.
Thank you. Noah.
Hello. So my office hours are by appointment. You can just email me. There's my email. So yesterday I had the Bryan School President's Council meeting talking about the state of affairs in the Bryan School. A lot of homework, a lot of exams. So that's not fun, but whatever. And then the past like 2 weeks, I've had 3 interviews for a financial analyst internship, which I'm really hoping to get. And then Spartan Investment Club meetings, those have been really fun. Then working a lot, so not so fun. Then what's coming up? So I think I'll be working on the SGA budget, and secretaries can come to me with questions. And then I think I have a couple interviews coming up for different internships, hopefully. Then fall break, and then I'm getting another puppy on October 14th. So what? The golden doodle.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna lie, I want a dog. Okay. I know, right? Bring the dog, please. We need some puppy therapy.
Hi, everyone.
Okay, so what have I been up to? So managing the archive and the tracker. I should have put LaShonda's name because yes, we often collaborate. NISLA and BOSLA meetings. I met with the CSD department chair and we talked about things that can help people in the CSD major do better in our major.
CSD buddies, which is just mentoring with individuals in my major. ACE, which we discussed like the homecoming and what's gonna happen. So please look at social media and come out to the homecoming event. And ACE Live committee planning, we're looking for smaller artists to come and perform on campus. Oh, sorry, I'm nervous, but but yeah. And what's coming up, more research and meeting audiologists. So right now I'm in an independent study and I'm going to the interviewing stage and hopefully use information the audiologists give me on my research. At ACE Live meeting, which is tomorrow, meetings with professors to discuss how to better help speech pathologists and audiologists and our majors are trying to become these things. Graduation preparations, because I graduate in December, so I'm excited about that. Thank you. Volunteering and donating, and then we have fall break, and that's it. Thank you.
When you mean ACE Live, are you talking about like concert, like artists? Okay, never mind. Jasmine? No, no. Okay, mine's not as pretty as everyone else's, but it's okay. I'm Jasmine, by the way. What I've been up to, meeting with Jaisha and Jordan regarding dining, especially in Spartan Villages and the hours of dining. I've attended and participated in multiple events been going on. I feel like listening to all of it. We had a meeting, Ledge Branch, and then also legislative committee meetings trying to. Reviewed and signed the legislation. Those are some of the ones that we've passed officially. I also participated in the breast cancer awareness tabling. That's a picture of us. Yeah. What's coming up, working on the legislation that we presented today. Hoping to get that passed. I'm hoping to get a legislation workshop planned after fall break and participating in my SGA events. Thank you. That's right. Oh, but you gotta jump in. Don't do that. Oh, let me not trip. All right, y'all. I am Azariah Journey. I am the SJDI chair. So what I've been up to, we did the suicide prevention tabling that I did along with y'all with the current concerns. The breast cancer awareness tabling event with all of the lovely individuals. Met with the Burgundy Zone Committee. So this is a committee that is going to be implementing sensory zones around campus and also as a part of the safety walk. So we can start making sure everything is accessible to every student, like bathroom doors, hallways, things along those lines. We are going to be having our first SJDI committee coming up. I was selected to be on the Voices of Disability panel because I have couple things I would like UNCG to implement, and they asked me to speak. I was also selected out of a couple hundred people to be a prison mentor, which is a queer mentor for young people who have just come out and maybe don't have a family, so they're basically becoming family with me. I was also selected from UNCG to be a transfer student profile, and they're gonna do a profile on me for new transfer students, and then of course authoring new legislation. Outside of that, nothing but studying, reports, research, and waiting to see if one of my papers gets picked up in an academic journal. So that's very exciting. Yes, thank you. Needed that. What's coming up? So we are planning a town hall tabling for the students, by the students. What that means is that it's going to be led by a couple of the chairs here, and students are going to be able to come and tell us their concerns, what's going on, without fear of any sort of repercussions or any sort of backlash that they might have. We're gonna write a report, and then we will present that to faculty senate along with other individuals that can make the difference at UNCG here. Fall break, finally.
I'm gonna be meeting with Dr. Carter to discuss issues about ORS and what we can do to make ORS a better place for students and accommodations and making sure professors are being held accountable for not making those smart decisions like we all have to. Also working with SGA ORS and the DAPI speakers. DAPI is an honor society that I just got inducted into along with some other people. We're gonna get the safety walk reports to Haas. Got the email, should be getting that within the next 2 weeks. So those will be for the next 3 years. And then some more meetings with the committee chairs so we can all start collaborating. So that is that fancy picture that I had to run with Jordan for 10 minutes to try to get down. And I did not look like a character from Twilight. My skin is not shining from the sweat. So we were good. This picture right here is my cat PETA. That was PETA in a bag relaxing before I told him midterms were in a couple days, and that was his reaction immediately after he learned midterms were happening in a couple days, which is all of us right now. So that's it. Thanks.
Thank you. Kennedy, oh, Kennedy's not here. I'll do it for her. Forgot. Okay, so what Kennedy's been up to, the fall special elections. She did a great job on that. Can you please just get another round of applause for that? Because she just did a great job. That's how all y'all got here. So yeah, so her special elections went really good. Interest meetings, I'm not sure what that's for, but interest meetings. Participate and volunteer in SGA events and meetings with conduct team. And what's coming up, she's gonna be applying for graduate school since she is a senior. Potentially collaborating with residential senators to do something, fall break and homecoming. And then her office hours are Mondays, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then there's her email if you want to contact her. And then Mason.
Hi, well, I'm Mason. My office hours are by appointment via Zoom. There's my email, my phone number, what I have been up to. We had fall 2022 general allocations. Those consisted of the orientation meetings, the applications, the hearings, the deliberations, and then the notifications. Then we had I've had ASG executive council meetings and then the ASG September meeting at NC State. Then it says meetings with Haas. It's really, I had a meeting and then quite a few texts and phone calls. And then the Bryan School President's Council meeting, it's been covered here, but we just went over the You Belong initiative that they're doing. What's coming up is travel allocation decisions with the finance committee, meetings. I have a meeting set up with the student athletes that are a part of the Bryan School because they are underrepresented. And I want to make sure that all their needs are being met, fall break. So originally I was getting on a boat in Charleston and going to Florida. Obviously that's not happening anymore, but we got it fixed. And we are spending 3 nights in North Myrtle Beach. I'm getting connected with Margaret Breitenbach. She is over the Blueprint series for the Bryan School. So if you were in SGA last year, I was a big thing that I was trying to fix is students didn't know their concentrations within their degrees. And so I want to implement getting that information disseminated since all Bryan School students have to take those classes. And then I'll be meeting with Bob Shea and Jordan, and then the ASG October meeting at Wilmington. And then I am the student representative for the Financial Literacy Symposium at UNC Charlotte, which is happening in November. The picture is the ASG Executive Council meeting at NC State.
Thank you.
Bring it home.
Hey, y'all. I'm the current concerns chair. My name is Jaisha, but please call me Jai, please. My office hours are Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 12:30 to 1:30. Here's my email. Y'all can email me whenever. I'll always respond. I check my email all the time. What I've been up to is current concerns tabling, featuring suicide prevention. I did that with Azariah, and Jordan and Grace. Then I had safe sex tabling with Grace W for her initiative week. It was really good. It was really fun. We learned a lot of information, but I was kind of stressed. I'm not even gonna lie, because I was already busy. And then on top of that, I just got real stressed. I wish y'all would have seen me that day. It was hilarious. Then I had a meeting with Jasmine and Jordan concerning dining in Spartan Village. There's only 2 restaurants open over there. So we had to meet about that because people cannot cook. 2, there ain't no food over there, so what are they supposed to eat? And then I had the Jackson's library renovations. That was fun. I took a whole box of pizza and I took like 5 oatmeal raisin cookies. If you know me, I'm obsessed with oatmeal raisin cookies. I don't know why. They just taste good. Studying, exams, and homework. As y'all can see, that lovely picture right there in the middle, that's what I've been studying. I just took an exam on that today. So if y'all want to know what that is, please just let me know and I'll explain it. This is for microbiology. So this is how a virus infects you. So yeah, I'm not gonna go into detail, I promise. What's coming up, current concerns committee meeting. I have to meet with y'all sometime once I figure out when y'all can all meet, because y'all schedules are busy. BSU Hustle University, that's tomorrow from 12 to 4. Then a meeting with Haas and Chief Boyce. I'm trying to make sure that students and PD have a relationship on campus and that we don't feel like they're out to get us, if you get what I'm saying. So I'm meeting with him about that. Then a town hall with Azariah and Jordan. I feel like I'm repeating myself because I went last, but y'all know what that is. And then the Bronze Leadership Challenge. I've been doing that. I have my 3rd workshop this Friday, and then fall break and homecoming. Is everybody? Let's see. Yep, this is everybody. Okay, so now we're going to, I guess, go backwards. Yeah. To fast tracking the resolution, so y'all can come up again. Let me reload it. Ooh, a lot of people. Okay. Okay, so for the second reading, y'all can decide to read the whole thing, or I could answer a motion to view it as read. We did have to reword some of it. Okay, if you want to read, yeah. Or if we don't have,
Go ahead.
it's up to y'all.
Go ahead. Especially since you changed that.
Okay. Y'all want me to read it?
Yeah.
All right. All right, so this is Senate Resolution 100-02. SGA recognizes bringing awareness to Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Short title, Moss and Gaylor Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Authored by myself, Azariah Raphael Journey, Haley Jordan, and I never say your last name, sorry. Haley Jordan Moss and Jasmine Israel. Sponsored by a bunch of people and signed by a bunch of people. It was submitted on October 2nd, and the first reading was today about 35 minutes ago. All right, so section 1 states that the Student Senate of the North Carolina University at Greensboro's Student Government Association adopts the following resolution. Whereas currently the University of North Carolina at Greensboro does not currently include Breast Cancer Awareness Month starting October 1st, which is dedicated to celebrating, remembering, and honoring the women and individuals who have been impacted by breast cancer, personally or by a loved one. Whereas implementing Breast Cancer Awareness Month as an official calendar holiday would show students, faculty, and community of the University of North Carolina at Greensboro, a minority serving institution, MSI,
is in support of the ongoing fight to bring awareness and education regarding the impact that students, faculty, staff, and our UNCG community, family, and loved ones have battled, overcome, or lost their battle. The recognition of Breast Cancer Awareness Day by the University of North Carolina at Greensboro shows solitude, empathy, and respect, and now therefore be it enacted. Upon the passage of this legislation, the Student Government Association of the University of North Carolina at Greensboro will now recognize Breast Cancer Awareness Month effective immediately. We shall have a banner in front of the EUC for the month of October, along with hosting multiple events and educational opportunities regarding breast cancer awareness for the month of October. This resolution will be assigned to the chair of the Social Justice, Diversity, and Inclusion Committee for proper implementation of this bill. Section 2, this act shall be effective upon enrollment.
Okay, so, at this time, we could do a 5-minute period of Q&A. Or- Is it?
There's nobody else waiting this time for a credit.
Oh, well, now this, if you want to yield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either or. I guess solidarity might make more sense.
If you want to do a friendly amendment, you can wait until we go into discussion. All right, Mason. what do you think? Is there any seconds to move into discussion? Okay, all right, so. What? Oh, yeah, is there any dissent against moving into discussion? Okay, so now we're in the 5-minute period of discussion, so now you can make some friendly amendments for, any remarks. LaShonda, or someone yield their time to LaShonda, sorry. Okay, thank you.
Whereas. Oh, okay, whereas, okay, we'll just take out the first one. Whereas, yeah. let me do it. Okay. Thank you, LaShonda.
Can
Thank
someone
you.
yield their time to Hawes?
Because, two friendly, for the first section, y'all do the room, that, yeah, the line, so. Yeah. Thank you. Actually, could you, state that, like, without, like, where it's actually,
Mm-hmm.
like, even the minor.
Oh. That's good.
Then they could also add, on the after the next.
Oh. Yeah.
Is there anybody else?
Thank you, House.
Any more points of discussion? Grace, were you going to do yours or no? Okay, that's fine. All right, Mason.
There are no,
Okay, any second? Okay, Naz, if you could come up, and so basically for this, resolution, yes.
Yeah, okay, y'all, so, just to remind y'all, abstain means majority of vote, whatever, which one, yay or no, it goes to that. So just remember, abstain means that. So raise your hand for yay for the, SR 102.
All right, they can vote, they vote, okay. No, Jordan.
Not me.
Oh, hold on, dear, okay.
2.
Raise your hand for no. All right, raise your hand for abstain. All right, and all of, 24-0. So the SR 102 will be passed.
Thank you, everybody. Okay, y'all, great job on that. All right, so we're gonna get this wrapped up. I know y'all been here for us a long time. I'm sorry. All right, so executive council reports, Haas.
What's up, y'all? A long day, but yeah, we're gonna get y'all home. My office hours are by appointment, so just let me know if y'all want to speak. Most of y'all have been reaching out to me, so I do appreciate y'all for that. I'm in my office most of the time at UC 2:30 if I'm there. If I'm not there and you're there, please text me and I'll try to get there as soon as possible. My email is there, my phone number is there. What I've been up to, actually had a board of trustees dinner session. That's for sure me and my girl. We went. It was really fun. It was a lot of admin there. Dr. Aikens was there as well. We had a really good time, good discussions, networking and talking and speaking on the behalf of students. I don't know, really admin that I've seen, I don't want to say compared to last year, but it's just been more increase how much they want to actually hear our voices as students. So just really appreciated that. I had a full board of trustees meeting on Thursday. I was like from 8 to like 3 or 4. That lasted like the whole day. But we talked about a lot of things. I didn't want to bring that recap today just so I didn't push back the meeting. So I'll talk about that when we come back. A lot of good things coming out of that. And then Grace's multicultural networking event was amazing. So I do want to give a round of applause for that one more time. So, but yeah, it was a lot of student groups out there, and they were all like most of them were wearing their cultural attire and stuff. So that was really cool to see. And then she actually allowed all of them to go up and make presentations about their group. So a lot of networking going on. So shout out to Grace. Really good event if you came out. We had our first Ethiopian Eritrean Student Association meeting. If y'all didn't know, I'm Ethiopian. So actually 2 years ago, my sophomore year, I helped found the student association here on campus. So we had a first general meeting this year. So if y'all do want to come out to that, it's welcome to anyone. So if y'all want to come, like we have food and stuff like that. So if y'all want to come, let me know. And then executive council meeting today. And yeah, and then that was the top picture is some goodies I got from the board of trustees. If you see that little pamphlet right there, it's a lot of statistics about UNCG students. I actually got a whole stack and they're in the SGA office. So if y'all want to look through like statistics about, our demographics and stuff like that, I do encourage y'all to go in there. It's a lot of good numbers that y'all can use on future legislation. Cool. What's coming up? I do have a one-on-one with Dr. Aikens on Thursday. So some of the questions that y'all are raising that she couldn't get to, if y'all let me know, I can bring that up in my meeting and I'll report on that when we come back. There's a governing documents committee meeting on Friday. I'm trying my best to get there. I do have class, but it's at 9 a.m. Shout out to Kaylee and LaShonda. I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna try. But on Sunday, there's the ASG Beyond Campus subcommittee meeting. So we're gonna talk about reaching out to the high schools. And what's actually funny is I actually got requested to speak to a youth group around in Greensboro. So it's just funny how all that aligned at the same time. And then we're having currently the Dean of Library search. I actually talked to LaShonda about that, and I do want to bring that up. I want to delegate that to someone within here just because my plate is kind of full right now. So I would love someone in cabinet to do it, but if any of the senators, especially like someone that just wants to get their feet wet and like really get involved, reach out to me and I can get y'all connected on that. We'll obviously need some prep so I can prepare y'all what it looks like to be within a university search committee, but it's real easy. Just ask a whole bunch of questions. They like hearing from y'all. And then, like Josh said, we have a meeting with Chief Boyce. It's actually on Friday. I actually got the time confirmed, so I'll reach out to you. But yeah, I told you I'll get that. So I'm gonna get the time with that, and hopefully we can get some things addressed. Some of the things that she was talking about is just some complaints, not complaints, but some grievances we heard on campus just about I don't know, relationship. But they're trying their best, so we just want to communicate, from a student's perspective. So shout out to Chief Boyce for reaching out to me about that. And then fall break, I'll have, my break's gonna look like sleep. So hopefully y'all can get some, but if y'all have the opportunity to go out and enjoy, use that time as your mental health days and don't worry about school as much. It might be hard to. So yeah, that's it for me. Thank you.
Okay, Kaylee's not, yeah, I'll do it. Kaylee's not here today, so I'll do her slide. So what she's been up to, of course, work, class, homework, and life. She's currently recovering from a cold, so that's why she's not here today. So hopefully she feels better. Conduct team, biweekly meetings, the letter project for, I'm pretty sure the organization that she's a part of, and then prepping for hearings, conduct hearings. And I'm assuming these pictures are from when she's sick. Some little pictures she's taken out on her little adventures and a cute little love poster. Oh, her office hours were the same, I think, in her contact. And what's coming up, so meetings with exec council is needed, appointing the Supreme Court members. Both of mine accepted their offer, so stay tuned for that. That will be our next meeting, which is not next week, but the week after. Meeting with OSRR CT members as needed, bi-weekly meetings with CT and GA, and the governing docs committee finalized date and times of meetings. So that's on Friday as well at 9 a.m. And then her quote says, "I am learning to find joy right here in the chaos of things." Very, very true. All right. So now for my report, I actually missed a lot of stuff. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I went to the multicultural networking event, and also the town hall. Both of them were really, really great. Like Haas said, for the town hall, we had a lot of like graduate students, and it was just good to see their perspectives on things and just their concerns and whatnot. So I took note of those things. Quizzes and exams. I wrote a essay for my class for 5 hours yesterday. So my brain is actually mush. But it's okay. I also went to the library renovations meeting. Y'all, that library finna look really, really good. So just come to graduate school here so you can look at the library because it's not gonna get done anytime soon. So the little hurricane that came, our hurricane was more like a tropical storm. So indoors for the weekend, I was just relaxing and doing work, getting prepared for tuition and fees committee, which is, I have a meeting with the director, I think next week. And then that picture on the left is me. I went to a birthday dinner. I think I put those pictures on there last week. And then they're tabling that I didn't get to make it to because I had to do that essay, but I am so happy that they did the tabling. What's coming up? Oh, also my office hours are the same. I try to be in there as much as I can, but if I'm not in there, please email me or text me. Okay, and what's coming up? So tuition and fees meeting. Appointing Supreme Court. I promise I've said this like every single time, but literally the week after next, I'm gonna do it. Hustle University is tomorrow. Please come out, y'all. It's going to be a lot of people out there, a lot of great Black-owned businesses that you can network with and get products from, not buy them, but look at their products and whatnot. And then fall break and homecoming, and also my one-on-ones with senators. So I will be having one-on-ones with every single senator in Senate. So please be on the lookout for that. You have to come to a one-on-one with me. It's not optional. And then I have some little flyers of stuff that's coming up. So we have our homecoming event, our kickoff party, and then Hustle University right there. I forgot some other things. I think also I'm trying to study abroad. So I applied for that. I'm applying for a scholarship. So if you are any familiar with the Gilman Scholarship or studying abroad, please reach out to me and give me some advice. So yeah, and then I'm also joining a research lab again for next semester. So my time commitments are going to be a little bit more. And then on the bottom, I just wanted to address something that is listed within the SOPs. So every single senator is required to be a part of a committee. In the SOPs, it says the committee shall not proceed unless quorum exists, inclusive of the chair. So if a committee meeting is established and that there's a time and a place that's established like on Zoom or in person or whatever, you're required to go to the meeting, y'all. If you do not show up, that's going to affect your attendance for overall SGA. I'm sorry to be hard about it, but we have to have committee meetings in order to do things in SGA in general. And that's something that our chairs have been reaching out to me about because people are not either meeting or not coming to meetings or they're scheduling problems. And you have to have a committee meeting to do things in SGA. And just going off of that, we've had a little bit of attendance problems. I just want to remind everyone that I am very, very stern about what I say when it comes to attendance. I know that everybody's going through a lot of different things, but you have to be here. It's a part of the contract. It's a part of SGA requirements. And please come talk to me if you have any issues or concerns. But after fall break, I will be more stern about it and I will drop you if you're not showing up. It's stated in the SOPs if you need me to let you know. But yeah, that's all for me. So now it's Senator Forum. So any senators may speak up for up to 2 minutes at this time on matters pertaining to SGA. Jaisha. Yes, so if you're in the current concerns committee, please stay back to talk to her about meeting. Anybody else? Okay. So announcements, any member of SGA may speak up for 2 minutes at this time with any announcements they have. Mason?
That's not like, I just think it's awesome. I'm going to McDonald's after this meeting.
What?
Getting me an adult Happy Meal.
Oh my
Get
God.
it before it's gone.
Basically, that's the announcement. Go get an adult Happy Meal at McDonald's. Okay, pause, go ahead.
Hey, so this is a little request, so as y'all are trying to make more events and plan for events, we just request that y'all use, watching each of our events, we have something that future and awesome, that way we can track the donor records to your region. So for example, if we're, we're watching the site and we're thinking like, okay, we're reaching a whole bunch of residential centers, so we're not reaching a lot of youth centers, what can we do for our future resources? Or if we're reaching a whole bunch of residential centers, and we're not implementing resources, just little stuff like that. That way we can track that stuff, so if you have an event coming, please remember to swipe, if you need to swipe it, you can reach out to me, or anyone, it was a few, so I just, when people come to your table and they just got it,
Anybody else? Jordan? Oh, never mind. Oh, is it both of y'all? Okay.
Yeah, you're missing. Okay. If you haven't heard the show A League of Their Own on Amazon, now would be a very good time to check it out. And I say that because some of you may not know that within SGA, we have a queer historian who is also the SDI chair and the first non-traditional undergraduate student senator.
The show is based off a movie from 1992 with the same name, but this series highlights Black and queer joy. And thanks to a very lucky chance, their story was picked up and noticed by the co-creator and producer of the show.
And I'm referring to Azaria, by the way, I pronounce it right now because in Hebrew, to pronounce it this way is a blessing. And today they would like to share this amazing blessing for them. It would be our honor to congratulate Azaria on Amazon choosing to showcase their coming out story on all of their platforms.
So if we can all give a round of applause to Azariah.
Like Amazon, like the Amazon. So the Amazon show, A League of Their Own, is featuring Azaria's story, and they're probably, fingers crossed, maybe featured very big things to come with that. So
Okay, yeah.
huge.
Congratulations. Any more announcements? Okay. And they are ready to go. I'm sorry. All right, adjournment roll call.
Jasmine. Carlin. Daniel. Dominic. Nevaeh. Chloe. Jalen. Arthur. Craig. Mary. Hillary. Kate. Kennedy. Mayar. Michael. Ahmed. Tyler. Aisha. Diana. Manny. John.
Jai.
Kimberly. Charlotte. Tim. Grace. Kaylin. Lauren. Azariah. Megan. Brian spoke Senator President. Kaylon. Marley. Morgan. That concludes roll call.
I'd like to adjourn at 9:06.
Right there, it's right there, it's right there.
Okay, so out of this, oh, shit. Snap.
Like right here.
Oh,